what do you say to a kid who thinks that they may not be right for IB? And let's start with Olivia.
I would say that you can do anything you set your mind to, and that if you think that you can do well and you tell yourself that you will work hard to kind of get to that goal you've set for yourself. I don't think personally there is a right or wrong stereotype for IB. I don't think there's like a certain set of person that needs to be in the program to succeed. I look at the differences between the class that I was in and the class right before me, and just the stark contrast of how loud my class was and rambunctious we would get, and how more reserved and more not as loud, I guess, like I don't know a way to say that, but not as loud as we were. And we were two very different classes and yet found ways to succeed through our strengths. And I think that because we were able to kind of play to our strengths a little bit, we were able to succeed. So I don't think that you have to be a certain type of person to succeed or do well in IB.
Okay. Let's go to Mariella next.
So I think from the context of the question, it focuses a lot on CAM's own demographic, and maybe for like my own situation. So I'm a first generation student who's from a Hispanic household, and I would say that my diploma class was relatively diverse, and so many of us struggled with similar socioeconomic issues as well as different home situations. And I think personally the program itself gave me a sense of belonging, and so I don't think that there's necessarily a right demographic, like Olivia said, for someone to choose to do IB. I think if you just choose it already, like just that decision in itself just makes you the right candidate alone, you know, to want to do something like that. So yeah.
Thank you. Will.
Yeah, Mariella touched on a lot of great points that I was thinking about. And yeah, so first off, like regardless of whether you take IB diploma or just IB classes, there's really a lot of people there for you. And like that comes in the form of teachers, but also the kids in your class. You know, again, this idea of like, it sounds kind of bad, but like suffering together, you know, to get through those classes together, and these hard topics that you're challenged with, you know, to learn them. You guys really have like a circle together in that IB class. And also, I would say that like the IB curriculum, like hearing from a lot of people like at my school, my college now, and hearing how about like AP and other classes, like I feel like IB really was like, there's no better place in like the IB curriculum to share about those experiences and your background, you know. And I think IB really helps to bring those backgrounds together in a place that's safe to like, you know, coexist and hear about others and really get to know others well. So, you know, not only is there that academic benefit and how it makes you very like competitive for colleges, and you do learn a lot as well, but it also gives you that kind of like that emotional bond and that kind of bond that I think will last a very long time as well. And also, I just want to say that I think that and this is something else I also learned from my first semester at college. I learned a lot, you know, but I think that people, especially at KM, I don't know what it is, you know, but I think there's a tendency to like lower yourself when in reality there's the people at KM, I know them as so bright and so smart, and there's so much potential there. And I feel like IB is just that place to make that potential grow and become something bigger. And I really hope that like, you know, you really consider yourself as, you know, just even being at this presentation, even listening in, you know, you really put yourself out there, and I think that really tells something about yourself. And so there's a lot that you guys have to offer, and I think that you should really embrace that and engage with that. So